Hi Reddit. I'm not sure whether this is a cautionary tale, a breakdown, or something in between. But if you've ever thought a dream vacation or some grand gesture could save your family, I hope you'll read this first. Because before you spend the money, ask yourself if you're really fixing something or just burying the cracks deeper. I thought I had the perfect life. Married for 11 years. 2 kids, Daniel and Ella. A comfortable life. Jenna, my wife, is brilliant, smart, creative, beautiful in that effortless way. She works as a part-time freelance graphic designer, and I'm in upper management at a healthcare tech firm. We were doing better than just okay. We had a good home in the suburbs, stable income, no real debt, and even a decent amount of savings. We took vacations a couple times a year, had family dinners, weekend movie nights, and celebrated birthdays with themed cakes and big backyard bashes. If you asked me 6 months ago how things were going, I would have said, not perfect, but damn good. But I was wrong. It started subtly, little changes. Jenna stayed up later than usual, scrolling her phone. She started locking it, even at home. We hadn't been intimate in months, and I chalked it up to stress. Parenting, work, general fatigue. She seemed distant. The spark between us was dimming, but I figured we just needed time together, just us and the kids, away from the grind. That's when I suggested a family vacation. I went all out. 5-star resort in Hawaii. Private beachfront villa. Included excursions. Even arranged a surprise helicopter tour. All in, it was around $17,000. I saw it as an investment in our family's happiness. A fresh start. I told myself that if I could just give us all some space to breathe, we'd find each other again. Jenna hesitated when I told her. I noticed it, but I ignored it. She eventually smiled and said, "That sounds nice," but it felt hollow. 2 weeks before we were set to leave, she sat me down after the kids went to bed. She didn't beat around the bush. "I'm not sure I want to go on the trip," she said quietly. I stared at her. "What are you talking about? Everything's already paid." She didn't answer at first. Then she said, "I don't think I want to pretend anymore. We're not happy. I'm not happy. And I think you know that." I froze. We argued. Not loudly, not with yelling, but with quiet, sharp honesty. I asked her if there was someone else. She hesitated for a beat too long, then shook her head. "No, not now." I latched onto those 2 words. Not now. I couldn't sleep that night. I went through our messages, tried to remember any clues. But I kept circling back to one name, Jason, my college buddy, a longtime friend. He was married with 2 kids of his own. We weren't best friends anymore, but we still talked occasionally. He'd been around a lot more this past year, visiting, helping Jenna with her car once, dropping off something for a barbecue. The next morning, when Jenna took Ella to dance class, I went into the garage and found her old phone. She upgraded a few months ago and said she wiped the old one. But I plugged it into my laptop anyway. She hadn't wiped it well enough. I found the texts. At first, they were normal. But then came the late-night messages, the flirty emojis, the photos, the hotel confirmation screenshots, the plans. And worst of all, the conversations about me. About how I worked too much, how I was emotionally unavailable, and never really saw her. It was like someone had punched through my chest and pulled everything out. I confronted her that night. She didn't deny it. "It's over," she said. "Why him?" He listened. He didn't treat me like a to-do list. I asked if she ever planned on telling me. "I don't know," she whispered. I was waiting for the right moment. Or for the right excuse. I wish I could say I handled it with grace. But the truth? I left the house. Just got in my car and drove. I sat at an empty gas station for 3 hours. I didn't cry. Not yet. The trip was 2 weeks away, and I didn't know what to do. The kids were so excited. Daniel had been telling all his friends. Ella had picked out outfits. Canceling it would break their hearts. So we went. And let me tell you, no amount of turquoise water or buffet breakfasts can fix a broken heart. Jenna and I acted polite, but barely spoke. I took the kids on most of the excursions alone. She stayed behind or said she had a headache. I started noticing how forced her smiles were when I took pictures. I realized most of those Instagram perfect photos we'd posted over the years were just illusions. On the 4th night, Daniel came into my room crying. He said he'd heard Mom crying in the bathroom. He asked if we were getting divorced. I didn't know what to say. I told him, "We're figuring things out." He didn't believe me. When we got home, Jenna moved into her sister's place. We told the kids we were taking space. It hurt more than I expected, even after everything. Then came the second blow. Jason's wife, Emily, found out. Not from me, but from their iCloud backup. She called me in tears, saying, "Did you know? Did you know what they were doing this whole time?" We ended up on the phone for almost 3 hours. It was one of the most honest conversations I've ever had. She told me her side, how Jason came home late, started taking weekend solo hikes, and how she'd started doubting herself. Sound familiar? I told her what I'd spent on the vacation, and she laughed, not mockingly, but that bitter kind of laugh when the pain is too much. "You tried to buy happiness," she said. "I get it. I did too. I bought him a damn watch for our anniversary. Guess who helped me pick it out? Jenna." That hit me like a ton of bricks. In the weeks that followed, I started seeing a therapist. So did Jenna. So did the kids. We're not divorcing yet, but we're separated. She swears she ended things with Jason, and from what I can tell, she did. Emily left him, took the kids and moved in with her mom. Jenna and I are trying to co-parent civilly. The kids are slowly adjusting. Some days are better than others. But the biggest shift? It's in me. For years, I thought I could fix anything if I just tried hard enough, worked enough, earned enough, spent enough. I used to think being a good provider meant being a good husband. That if I gave them things, nice things, they'd know I loved them. But love isn't things. It's not vacations. It's not matching Christmas pajamas or Pinterest birthday parties. Love is showing up, listening, being there even when you're tired or scared or don't know what to say. Jenna didn't cheat because of the money or lack of it. She cheated because I stopped seeing her, and she stopped being honest with me. We both failed. If you're reading this and planning a big vacation to fix something, I'm not saying don't go. I'm saying make sure you know what you're trying to fix first. Talk to your partner. Ask hard questions. Be ready to hear hard truths. Because no destination on earth can heal a wound you refuse to acknowledge. A few days ago, Ella handed me a crayon drawing of our family. All four of us. She still sees us as a unit. And maybe someday, we will be again. But next time, I'm not investing in plane tickets or beach views. I'm investing in real conversations, in slowing down, in showing up. So if you want a happy family, watch this before you spend, and listen before you lose what you didn't realize was breaking.